All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. And let's talk about this movie Code 3 that just got released on Amazon. A movie that hit me way harder than I had ever expected. And not just because Rainn Wilson is out here proving he can play more than a mustard-shirted beat salesman. No, this movie hits because it captures something painfully real. What it actually feels like to carry the emotional weight and baggage of other people's worst days. Now, right off the bat, I love this movie. Absolutely loved it. And if you've ever wondered what 18 years worth of trauma, exhaustion, and emotional suppression looks like when wrapped inside the body of a man who's just trying to do his job the right way, Code 3 paints that portrait with brutal honesty and dark, sometimes uncomfortable humor. And Rainn Wilson, playing Randy, absolutely nails it. He delivers a level of cynicism that feels earned, not exaggerated. You can practically see the burnout simmering beneath the surface every time he picks up the radio, walks into another chaotic scene, or tries to reason with patients who absolutely do not want to be reasoned with. And in between all that emotional exhaustion, the movie adds just enough comedy to remind you that EMTs don't just survive on training. They sometimes survive on the gallows humor too. That, if I don't laugh at this, I'm going to cry about it later type of humor. And as dark as that sounds, that's the reality. And Code 3 captures that reality without sugarcoating it. The characters in this film are one of the biggest highlights. Every single one feels lived in, real, and human. You've got people making terrible decisions, good people caught in horrible situations, and Randy trying to treat them all with some level of grace and respect. Even when they're patients he's saved 6, 7, 8 times before. And that's something the movie does so well. It shows the repetition, the absurdity, the routine tragedy of being a first responder. It's not just the big dramatic moments. Often it's the quiet ones that hit the hardest. If I had to pinpoint a standout moment, honestly here, I couldn't. Because Code 3 is built from this collection of raw, emotionally heavy scenes that bleed into each other in a way that feels exactly like the job. No time to breathe, no time to reflect, just one call after another, after another, after another. And Rainn Wilson portrays that buildup, that mental clutter, so authentically you can almost feel your own chest get tight. And listen, I do have one complaint here, just one. And I think that maybe Mr. Wilson would agree with me. Believe that Dr. Serano never got punched in the mouth. That's my biggest complaint here. And that man absolutely needed it and absolutely deserved it. At the very least, a swift, corrective tap from the universe. But no, he walks away completely punchless. A true tragedy for a man who has a very punchable face. But here's something I want to talk about that most movie reviewers skip. People really don't understand what first responders go through. The average civilian watches a movie like this and thinks, wow, that seems kind of difficult. But this movie gives you the tiniest glimpse into the emotional aftershocks of a single shift. The way you're carrying around other people's trauma even when you don't realize it. And for real-life EMTs, firefighters, paramedics, police officers, and our military, this isn't a weekend hobby. It's there every single day. Part of why Code 3 feels so underrated. It didn't get marketed properly. It didn't get pushed out there the way it deserved. Rainn Wilson, he deserves one of the best performances of his career. Yes, even better than some of the Dwight's iconic meltdowns. And I say that with the absolute love because I love The Office too, and it's all of his dry humor. But this film right here, man, this guy absolutely nails it. And before anybody asks, yes, Rotten Tomatoes actually treated it better than expected, which is one of those miracles that makes you think maybe the universe isn't completely on fire all the time. All of this is why I think you absolutely need to go and watch Code 3. It's not just another EMT or first responder movie. It's a tribute, intentionally or not, to the emotional labor, the sacrifice, and the resilience of the men and women who step into the worst situations imaginable just so someone else gets a chance to live every single day. And that brings me to something extremely important. Something we haven't done before, but to every American first responder that could be watching this, or maybe you share it with them. EMTs, paramedics, firefighters, law enforcement, military. I want to say this clearly and extremely loud so everybody in the back can hear us. You are not unseen. You are not unappreciated. You are not forgotten. Your job is brutal, often thankless, and emotionally exhausting. But it is not for nothing, because we do appreciate you. We see you. We value every single shift you get up and face the unknown. Thank you for everything that you do, even when the world doesn't say it enough. Make sure that any of you with first responders in your family, give them a call, give them a hug, and tell them that they are appreciated because their life is absolutely brutal. They may not tell you all the brutal details about it all the time, but they're definitely carrying around a lot of weight with them every single day. Of course, on your way out, if you could and help us out, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment telling me whether Rainn Wilson should take on more dramatic roles, or if you're still emotionally attached to Dwight Schrute. Because honestly, after Code 3, I think he's earned a whole new era. And I can't wait to see what this man has in store. So until next time, everybody, thank you for stopping by and spending some of your time with us over here at The Real Runner. And everyone have a great night.